Hello, everyone, and I can't believe we're back here for another episode of the NBL. We're halfway through, and we are also going to be sharing the WNBL. We're also having, known as the NBL week off, we have the fever between Australia and New Zealand. Oh, what a game one that was. Alright, let's begin the show. So welcome aboard, and thank you very much for those who have listened and watched on my channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell as well, hitting that so we can give you that live stream of 1,500 subscribers. That's the main part, and as well that 3,000 will watch time as well. We are standing at pretty good efforts. We are absolutely on a 398 at standard at the watch time, with a standard of, as I record this episode, we are 1,271. We need all your support and get on, and we much appreciate that. But thank you for your support. But now that's out of done, why are we here? Now, I said in the NBL about having that week off and the result and previews for the WNBL. So we do head into that halfway week, and I'm going to share between the Australian Boomers take on the Australian New Zealand All Blacks. And this was played in Tasmania. This is known for the World Cup qualification final, and it is a spot for this. So I'm going to share how I only watched only a little bit. This was in Tasmania in Hobart. So, fair and doubt, final score was 84-79. Pretty good overall. Great effort for New Zealand. They came to play. They came and took on a role, and they did it perfectly. Now that's over and done, I'm here to now share the WNBL. We do continue on that. Well, heads up New Zealand. That will be in Wellington on the 1st of December 2025, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Check your local guards. So, we do head into what it is a beauty. So I'm going to share round 6 part of today's show, and then we'll into that result game, because we shared last episode we did round 6 previews. Then we will share all round 7 and into preview round 8. They continue on, and I'll keep your eye on if there was future reference of having a week off. So, well, we do start off in round 6 as the Adelaide Lightning hosting Townsville Fire at State Basketball Centre. And unfortunately, Townsville just were way too good. They really put out a 26-point ball game. I was at footy training at the time this game was on, and unfortunately, Townsville took on a ride. So the final score 90-64. I would like to see Adelaide to win it, but I chose Townsville to take the win, and I was right about that. But well, we do now come into Wednesday night basketball, the 26th of November, round 7, game 1. And what a game this was. Now, I chose Sydney for this game. And if I forgot, it doesn't really matter. I'm not doing tipping or anything on these competitions. But well done to Sydney. Took a 3-point victory at home over Geelong. I really believe I tipped Geelong to take this win, but really not that bothered. We are in round 7 as well. 7 weeks in for the WNBL. 97-94. Well done, Sydney, with the win. We come to Thursday night, but we do have Friday night. And Sydney Flames are staying in and at home, hosting Bendigo Spirit. Final score for this one. Well done, Bendigo in Sydney, take it 80-64. Win. And I can't believe right now Bendigo look very, very good. Sydney are looking okay. I think they're looking really good, but yeah, well done to Bendigo, like I said. We come to the double Saturday basketball for round 7 here on the WNBL. Campbell, Capital hosting Perth Lynx. Then we go to Townsville Fire, take on Southside. Melbourne, the Flyers. Well, we have Perth Lynx taking the win on the road in Canberra, 91-67 and the 84-63. Townsville Fire and Southside Melbourne Flyers was that score. So well done to that one. And we come to the final game, which just unbelievable contest. And unfortunately, that Adelaide just could not hold a win. But Bendigo this time, wow, a much better effort. We scored 64-65. We didn't let Bendigo do their business, at home. Adelaide took a big break, so they'll be fresh, ready to go. But unfortunately, Bendigo took a very strong victory, 71-65, 6 points, that's all. And they were winning this game. I watched this game. And boy, Bendigo was just slightly better. They were a 16-year run, enjoying into the end of the third, into the final quarter, and unfortunately, it was not meant to be. Unfortunately, but Adelaide Lightning did start, it was pretty even at quarter time, then it was Adelaide had a chance to win this game. Adelaide and new coach, and it's one of Adelaide Lightning do have a new coach as well. First game for the LA Lightning, it's been a very emotional times, but I know it will take time to get into the process. So what I'm going to go through, and Adelaide Lightning now take on Canberra on the road in the second week but they got basically overall 8 days to go to Canberra. So Adelaide's having a very easy run at the moment, but no basketball to the 5th of December. So really taste of summer basketball here in Australia. Round 8 previews. I'm going to share the games, then I'm going to go back and go quickly who I'm going to say which team. Here we go. I may as well just do it. All right, we have a double Friday night, first one for the season, and it is Bendigo Spirit hosting Geelong Falcon, and the Perfect Lynx is the second game, take on Southside Melbourne Flyers. I am backing on Bendigo with the win, and I really say Perfect Lynx. So there are my two games. Now we go on to a Saturday night basketball, and it's Townsville Fire take on host Sydney Flames, and I reckon backing off a Townsville Flames a win. Then we go to Sunday basketball, and my goodness, what a game this will be. Geelong take on the Capitals. Pretty hard to choose that one. Geelong should come back and win this game. Southside take on the Bendigo Spirit. I'm really going to say Southside to take the win and finish off Canberra versus Adelaide. Adelaide should bounce back. Both they're not having their best year, but I reckon that Adelaide Lightning should take the win. Okay, dokie. We are done for another episode of the NBL in the WNBL. Hope you enjoy. Make sure you give it a like and subscribe down below. We have a 1,500 live stream goal and the 3,000 you must saw at the beginning of So you know what's happening. I told you that at the beginning of the episode, where we are at started and where we are at the moment. So thank you so much for your support, as I've really appreciated. We'll stay tuned for some exciting quizzes. I can't wait to share with you all for that. All right, thanks for listening. Catch you all. BJ shows out. Bye for now. Peace.